Recorded.
Hey y'all, this is Cheryl of Fiddle DD Designs, Britt of British Designs, and Courtney, our fearless hostess. Maybe she's fearful, I don't know. But today is Monday, May 6th. It's our 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Watch Cheryl Scrap, and this is kind of at the end of International Scrapbooking Day festivities, but we're focused on the new Project Mouse collection tonight. Has everybody seen it?
I hope so.
Seen it?
I
Have you
bought
bought it?
You're gonna see a lot of it over the next little bit here. So
Yeah, you're fitting to, as we say around here, you're fitting to see it.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right, so Leanne says she can't hear us. Turn up the volume.
Yeah, I was like, say, is your sound on? I guess that's not gonna help her if we're just talking about how much she should fix it.
Oh, she's on her iPad. I don't know about that. Yeah. Has anybody else connected with iPad that may have some suggestions for her? That would be super nice if anybody knows. Nope, she says the sound is on. So,
Yeah, that was my next suggestion, was try exiting and coming back in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kim bought it. She scrapped with it. Kayla scrapped with it. So a couple people have had a chance to scrap with it already.
Good.
All right. So I'm starting out tonight because I don't have any Disney photos yet. I'm hoping we're going to make another trip soon. My husband actually, we talked about it, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe we will. But so we're kind of close to New Orleans here in Northwest Florida. So our my daughter's National Honor Society, they went over in 2015. So I haven't been in quite some time. Oop. So I'm going to scrap for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to switch it over to Britt so you can see where she's going with her layout.
Yep.
So
good.
I'm going to go.
Leanne says she was able to work. When she logged off and on again, it came in.
Good.
It worked.
The secret
Awesome.
trick of logging out and logging back in.
Right.
Funny how often
like
that works.
90% of the problems in life.
Gosh, wouldn't that be awesome if that did solve that many problems?
Well, it solves a lot of problems.
It does.
Just
But
a
like
reset.
real life, you'll just be like walking
Sometimes
up to somebody when they're not doing what they're supposed to do.
I'm just gonna
gonna
go away.
log you off. We're fixing to just log you off right here.
Come back later.
I don't know. That might work if you walked away and walked back.
I know. It's a reset. It might work.
Reset. Okay, I'm going to make these a little bit smaller because I got quite a few photos I'm going to fit on here because this is Jackson Square. So I want to show off all the things that she saw.
Michelle says that she just walks away when she forgets stuff. I guess that's the same idea, right?
Yeah.
Why did I come in this room? I'll just come back later when I remember.
Yep. I do that.
I'm telling you, this is like going to be the solution to most of our problems. Just a reset.
It's true. Reset and start again.
So these are Jack's. I don't know much about actual New Orleans, so I love seeing these photos.
Okay, so when it's like one of the, I like it the best, I think, of anything. I mean, I've been to Bourbon Street during the day, and at night. The first time I was there at night, I was like 17, and I was with my mom and some family, and they were just chanting as we walked by. Don't look, just keep walking, just keep
Oh,
walking.
that's funny.
Yeah, I got an eye full.
I bet.
You know, you just one person hollering, you think they're hollering at you, and they probably are, you know. But I was like, oh, hey. Yeah, that was a nice. Hello, Cheryl, get with it.
Sarah says they went down Bourbon Street with her then 4.5-year-old, but it was Christmas,
Oh,
so it wasn't normal.
yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
All right, so I think we're gonna pull all of this down now that I got them kind of like I want them into a happy little collage.
Sweet. All right, you want to switch over and let Brittany start?
Yes.
Oh boy. I'm over here fixing my photos still. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so my photos aren't even pulled on yet, so it's fun to see how different everyone starts.
Oh,
I love
just
thumbs up photo.
This was their first time trying the beignets, Mickey beignets at New Orleans Square. So it was real fun. So, okay, I just brightened these up a little bit. Well, a lot bit, because I like really bright photos, but let's see.
oh,
Okay.
she's so pretty.
They're adorable.
All right, thank you. Okay, so here's the page I'm going to start with. So I just started off, this is what I was saying I should have done when everyone was watching, but I just started off with a plain white background, and I just pulled in a few of these like weathered artsy things. I pulled them off of Anna Aspina's template, just from random ones that I liked, and I put them on how I wanted and just kind of like laid out a general pocket style. I'm not even sure that this layout's going to work, but it's going to give me, oh boy. Let me just turn that off here. I don't even think it's on, so I don't know why it's bing bonging at me, but whatever. So I don't even know if this layout's going to work for my photos, but it's going to give me a good jumping off point because I have all the shapes I need, which is a portrait pocket, a landscape pocket, and some kind of artsy looking areas. So it's enough to work with.
I love that you did that with the templates.
Yeah,
that's a great way to.
It's her photo inspired, or it's called photo inspired template line that she does. And I didn't really, here I can show you one of them real quick that I pulled from. I didn't really want to do a full template like this, but I just wanted some of these areas. So I pulled, I don't know if I pulled this one or not, but so I just took them off and kind of resized them and put them onto a different page. So
Gotcha.
Anyway, I don't know what I just copied, but oh, it was this one. So I don't know. I'm just gonna start popping them in places.
So Julie wants to know if they have this kind of beignet in actual New Orleans or if it's just a Disney thing.
Well, they have beignets for sure, but it's not Mickey shaped.
Yeah, well, I figured probably not Mickey shaped.
Yeah, beignets are straight out of New Orleans, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This Café du Monde, that's right there in Jackson Square. Let's see. There'll be a picture of like a church when we come back to my page, and underneath it, it's a little green and white striped awning. So it's like an open courtyard area, and they serve cafe au lait and regular coffee, whatever. But that's what you're supposed to have when you're there is beignets, and of course it gets all over you. It's
yep.
But their beignets are very light and fluffy and just happy.
Yeah. I've only had the ones from New Orleans Square, and it's the same. Like, you just get powdered sugar everywhere. You can't help it. It's just what happens. So
it's just the thing.
Dopey Gal says she hasn't tried beignets, but they're probably overrated like churros.
Oh, I actually really disagree. Like I knew I didn't get that. Because, I actually kind of agree with that with churros. Like for me, churros are not a must-have. Like they're good, but the Mickey beignets are so good. If
I
you
haven't
like
had-
donuts. If you don't like donuts, like that kind of a fluffy fried dough treat, then you're not going to like a beignet. But if you like donuts and you like powdered sugar, I mean, they're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I like a mint julep with it, but you have to like a mint lemonade, so it's not for everyone.
Right.
Because that's what you're supposed to have in New Orleans Square at Disneyland is Mickey beignets and mint juleps. I mean, it just goes.
It just goes. Which sounds like an odd combination, mint with powdered sugar.
I know, but it's not.
It's good.
It's so good. There's a lot of photos, guys. Let's see. Did I do those already? Did I do this one? I don't think I even did that one. I like a lot of photos.
She's not fond of the Mickey ones because they're not even close to the New Orleans ones.
See, I don't know any better, so I'm just blissfully ignorant of how good they are. So, but I can see that.
That worries me because I've had beignets made by somebody who does an amazing job. She was French and she did an amazing job. Surprise, surprise, right? But now I'm like, I wonder if the Disney ones would taste more like donuts.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, I've had donuts. I think these are better, but
that's okay. That's true.
Like I don't know. I don't know what a real New Orleans beignet tastes like, so that's not gonna work there.
Kayla said she's gonna try the mint julep. She just figured out they're non-alcoholic, at least at Disneyland.
They are. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they are in New Orleans, but at Disneyland, it's just like it's a mint lemonade.
Aren't they?
Amazing.
Yeah. So Bev said in Kentucky they have bourbon in them. Aren't mint juleps like that racehorse thing that they just did?
Kentucky Derby.
Yes. Aren't they popular there?
I think so.
Yes, they are.
They are not non-alcoholic in New Orleans. All right. So at Disneyland they are, as most things are at Disneyland.
That racehorse thing, they're laughing at me.
I know. You're not. I know what you meant.
I do know that the horse that won didn't get to keep it because it cheated, and they had to give it to the next place. Didn't that just happen?
Barely.
Yeah, it happened last Sunday, and I only know because they were still talking about it when my hockey game came on. They were like, "We'll get to the hockey game in a minute. We have to finish talking about what happened over an hour ago." And I was like, "Shut up with what happened an hour ago. I want my hockey.
Give me my hockey game."
So
I need it.
But hey, I do know something about that horse race thing.
All right, you want to switch back over now that I got everything situated?
Sure.
That was much longer than 5 minutes, I think.
That's all right. Melinda had mint lemonade at Magic Kingdom when she was there at Casey's Corner.
It might be the same. Is it green? It's green at New Orleans Square. Green. Bright green.
Oh, Bev, I'm sorry that they're terribly upset about it in Kentucky. I heard it was like the first time it's ever happened, and that just seems crazy to me.
I don't really know exactly what happened. So it was, you look how much you've done. Holy moly. Sorry, I was on my screen this whole time. So the horse cheated?
Somehow.
How does a horse cheat?
That's what I didn't understand. But
or it was like the whatever they're called.
Well, apparently it like pushed for position, which I thought was the point. Isn't that why it's called jockeying?
Yeah.
Oh, the horse cut 2 other horses off and could have caused a wreck. Oh.
Oh.
It wasn't following the rules. I get it.
Yep. Michelle says that Disney card has her singing the song now.
Oh, welcome to my life. I mean, every time we're doing these, I have the music playing constantly while we're creating it. And I have that's just 100% what I
It just becomes your life while you're creating.
Yep. It's just constantly in my head.
Okay, so do you have Monte Cristos when you're there?
Yep.
Like, yep, I do.
Michelle
Yep,
says
I eat
Star
all
Wars
the
has been playing all weekend.
Yeah. It's May the 4th weekend.
Yep, it's been a big weekend for everything.
No, Kentucky Derby, Star Wars, National Scrapbooking Day. My
Stanley
husband's
Cup
grandma
final.
turned 100.
Oh, wow. Did
That's
you
why
really?
we were in California all this weekend celebrating her. Well, we just had a party for her on Saturday for her 100th
Oh,
birthday.
awesome.
Yeah, people flew in from all over, and it was really fun.
So, question
is
about your
very cool.
creating process is: do you and Krista create together online or over the phone?
Online. I mean, sometimes we talk on the phone. Well, we text a lot. Sometimes we Marco Polo. I don't know if you guys use that app. And but mostly it's we text, or we also have like a forum where we bounce things back and forth between each other. But yeah, we're always creating kind of at the same time, and it's hard. It makes it hard when one of us has to work ahead of the other, or vice versa, because I don't know. It just always gels and works better when we can kind of go at the same time, at the same. Like we always start with papers, then we move on to, like, we have a process, and yeah, we always work together. So
Cool.
Hey, Courtney, do you have your speaker on?
No, I don't think so. Are those
Okay.
kids really loud?
Yeah. I'm like,
oh boy,
did she
they're
go
gonna
away?
get it.
Uh-oh.
She probably muted it to calm things down.
She's like,
Yeah, I tried muting it and tried to make sure it's on the speaker so it's not pulling up the kids.
There we go. It's quiet all of a sudden.
Maybe
Michelle said have them leave and come back.
I love it.
Have them leave and come back.
I love it.
Try having reset them.
Reset.
Blocking out the sound of children is a definite skill.
I don't have it. I don't think I have it.
You can tell who still has little kids at home, though, because Michelle's like, I've already blocked it out. Melinda, not my kids. I wasn't even noticing.
No,
I
I'm
think
like,
I noticed it at the beginning, and then I just didn't get. I got used to it, I guess.
Yeah, well, Sarah's the same way. Mine are in bed. I didn't notice. Sorry, guys. Normally they're
sorry.
quieter.
I'm like, sorry.
Yes, Jan. Real life happens even during scrap chat.
Yes, it does.
And unfortunately, being in Pacific time, it means it's early. I can't really put them to bed.
Yeah.
Time for bed.
Yeah, 6 o'clock bedtime, I don't think would work very well.
Yeah. You're like, no.
Especially because then they'd probably think it's a nap. So then they would be up like bright and early at, 5 a.m. or something.
Oh, God, I remember thinking, oh, good, I'll be able to put them to sleep, and they're not going to wake up, and they never slept late. They never did.
Mine don't either. It doesn't matter what time we put them to bed. They just they wake up at 7. It doesn't matter. We could keep them up till 10, 11. They'd still be up at 7. So we just put them to bed at 7:30, and then they can get up at 7.
Yeah.
But
I could never get myself to go to sleep.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm not good at going to bed early. Luckily, my child's at that self-sufficient point, so he likes his quiet time in the morning. I like my quiet time at night.
That's good.
Jesselyn used to wake up at 4:35 a.m. before she started school. Oh, Michelle, that does not sound great at all. That is way too early. 6:40 today.
Oof.
Oh,
that's very early.
That feels very early.
Yes.
Nothing was better than when Daniel started middle school, and they have the late start hours, and oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, we have a later start, I think, because of our bus schedule or something. And I think we're losing it next year, and we're all a little sad. I mean, it'll be, I don't know. My kids get up early anyway, so it's like whatever. But it's nice to just kind of have a slow,
Yeah.
like nice and slow morning. Like my daughter gets all her reading minutes done in the morning because she doesn't have to leave. She doesn't have to be at school till 5 to 9. But I think we're losing an hour of that next year.
So they'll have to be at school at 5 to 8?
I think. I'm not positive.
That's crazy early.
I know. Maybe it's only a half an hour. Let's hope it's only a half an hour.
I think it's powdered sugar, Bev, but it sure looks painty, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's powdered sugar. Yeah. But it
I was like,
definitely kind of looks like paint.
what's going on there?
It works like paint.
Mm-hmm.
So Melinda says she's glad they moved the high school start time later because her kid is much more alert now that school doesn't start till 8. Julie says her 14-year-old still gets up at 7. She's waiting for that teenage sleeping in she's heard about.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see if my kids ever do it. It doesn't seem like they would now, but they're awful little. But I cannot imagine it. Like people tell me,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he is still sleeping. It's 10:30. I'm like, what?
That is early. If mine is up at 10:30, there's something happening. Something happening in the world.
Yours like sleeping late is what you're saying?
Yes, very much so.
You have some elementary schools that start around 7:30. Ugh. Her son's school starts at 8:30, bus pickup at 8. That is so, yeah, that just feels really early.
The problem is that with her late start, she doesn't get home until 3:40. And then to be able to get anything done after school, like, you know, she has dance or tumbling or whatever she has, it's like, and once she does that, that's it. Like we have nothing, we have no other time before bedtime.
Yeah.
So it's a trade-off. Like it makes for a really nice morning, but also a really kind of just hectic after school race around.
Yeah. I could see that. Cheryl says her 8th grader leaves to catch the bus at 6:45.
Jeez.
You know what? Our high schoolers catch the bus pretty early around here. Because if I drop my husband off to start work at 6, I will see them out waiting for the bus. 6:15. So they're out early waiting for the bus. I don't know where they're going because some of them have the what are they called? The like magnet type schools. So they could be going across town, but that's just so early.
It's very early.
Yeah, most of these people are like, my high schoolers are on the bus 6:30, 7 o'clock. Wow.
That's nuts.
I was probably going to the school that early. I just don't remember. I'm like, did I go to high school that early? I don't think I did.
I had to be in my seat at 7:45 when I went to high school. So.
How do you remember that, Courtney?
I know, I'm like, I don't remember that.
I only remember that because I would leave my house if I was running really, really late at 7:30 and hope for a good parking spot. But I didn't like to get up, and so I was the girl who would stay up late. I've never liked to be up early. My mom says I started that way because I was born at 11 o'clock at night. But yeah, it would be like 7 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I can't snooze anymore. I literally have to get out to get to school on time. Yeah. And the late bell rang at 10:02, so I had that extra 5 minutes if I hurried. That's how I know.
You're like, it was because
I slept in as long as I possibly could.
Oh, this is such a cute kit.
Good, I'm glad you like it.
Should we see what Brittany's doing?
Sure. Can you switch it over?
I cannot.
You cannot?
Well, if I can, I don't know how, and I don't want to break it because I did that the other day.
Don't break the go-to meeting.
No.
Don't break it. Okay. Da, da, da.
I just can't remember if you have to stop sharing first. Let's
Yes.
see.
I've relinquished control.
Julie says that her senior year, she had a spare 4 out of 5 days first thing in the morning. Day 5 was calculus. She missed a lot of calculus.
Yep.
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 Yeah, I had that option my senior year because I switched schools so much in high school. I had extra credits. But instead of taking the morning off, which would have been smart, I figured I'll just go in the mornings and I will just leave early every day. So I was done school by noon, I think it was. I think 11:45 or 12 was when my bell rang and I was done for the day, which was
Whoa.
awesome. Except I did drama, so I had like an hour or two break and then I had to go back to school anyway.
Look
I
at that.
really didn't think it through all the way.
That's such a cute page.
Oh, I love it. Look, you used the powdered sugar paint too.
I know. I actually used the card, the powdered sugar card, on one of those messy masks from the template. But yes, because there's the same. But it's basically the same thing. It's just a paper with the powdered sugar.
So is it a slightly larger card than the spot, or did you just make it slightly larger so that it would do that messy edges?
So let's see. I have the. Let me turn it off. So I have this card underneath it, and then I just put this messy mask on top. But then I wanted it to be a little darker, so I did add just one of the papers clipped to a card underneath. So it's just kind of a layered. But yes, I did make it a little bit bigger to fill in this whole space. But it mostly fit. It was just a tiny enlarge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, those tiny ones work.
I just realized I haven't saved my thing yet, so I'm going to go and do that.
Don't you hate that when you all of a sudden go, oh, wait, saving is good.
Yep. It's just sitting here doing nothing.
Oh, I like the cards. So you have word art across, I think it's a Delish. Is that one of the ones that's the freebie for tonight?
Yes, and it's actually not in the preview. If you've seen the preview of the words that everyone's getting tonight, I left it off the preview because it didn't fit and it made everything look weird. And so I was like, well, it's just not going on the preview, so it's a bonus surprise.
Surprise!
I was just like, it doesn't work, so do I want this card?
So you're pulling your supplies in from Bridge, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I love the Eats cards. You've had one in a different one too.
Ew. Krista always makes them and I love them. I love all the cards that you have to fill in like a form. Those are my favorite.
I like it. So is that your handwriting then, or is it a font that you used for the word art?
It's all my handwriting in that one. Sometimes we do use fonts for the word art, but this one particularly, I wrote all of them.
Oh, wow.
So cool.
It is fun.
That's impressive.
I have an iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil.
Yes.
Super fun. I love to make
one.
It is awesome.
I would like to have that. It's on my wish list. One day.
Mine is like a refurb bargain. Like my husband, he works kind of in that industry, and one came up, a refurbished one at a really good deal, and I was like, please, and he was like, okay. So I normally wouldn't have one because they are so expensive, but it was a good deal.
I can't resist a good deal either.
I've used it a lot for work stuff, so. All right, let's fill in this card.
They're all talking about the schools and what time they start still.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So.
Oh no, everybody's like, wait, what?
and other people missed classes because they didn't think about it, and you know, they had an early morning class. They were like, nope, I'm good. Makes me feel a little bit better.
Go-to-meeting panel, you're in my way. I can't see what I'm doing.
Right. I kept having to move it over too. I was like, why?
Lisa says she loves this new kit so much. You and Krista are so talented.
Oh, thanks.
They are very talented.
I do love it too. I mean, I love all of them. They always make me happy. There's never one. There really never is one that I get done and I'm like, meh, I'm done with you. Like I'm always pretty jazzed to like keep working on it. I love this one because it's my favorite land. So that was really, I kept telling Krista the whole time we were working on it, I'm like, it's so fun to finally be doing my favorite land.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try and type a journaling while everyone's watching. So we're just going to put holding place.
Do you want to switch over to Cheryl and you can journal
No,
while
it's
nobody's
fine.
watching?
I'll do it in a minute. I'm just going to get it formatted.
Okay, so I just saw what you did with your fonts, and guess what? You have to watch one of Cheryl's other videos where she shows how to favorite fonts in Photoshop.
Oh, yes. I am just, I don't know if I watched that exact one, but I feel like she's told me that before.
Oh.
And I just haven't done it yet. Like I'm just not very organized. I'm not as organized and I don't have it together like Cheryl has it together.
Oh, I don't either. I still haven't done it, and I watched that like Friday or something. I still haven't.
Oh, was it recently? I feel like one time we did this and we talked about that, and I was like, oh man, I got to do that. Have I done it? No.
Oh, I didn't think so. I thought it was a new feature, but maybe I'm just
Probably
really,
is.
really, really slow on the uptake.
Maybe it's not, but I feel like
before.
Have we talked about it before?
I don't know.
Maybe it was someone else.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite little things. Everybody got really excited the other night.
Yeah, because you can like star them right here, right?
Yep, super.
I just haven't
Look, you
really
have starred some of them.
I know, I don't really know what those
yet.
are. Let's see, what are they? I must have starred them on accident. No, I was working on a card. That's right. I was working on a card and I needed those. I needed those exact ones.
I like it. Maybe it was a star on accident. Nope. Never mind.
No. Yeah, I did do that on purpose. I mean, I am so good at my job.
Look at you. You're awesome.
I do that. I do everything I'm supposed to be doing.
Hey,
I am.
I figure.
Lisa says if you have littles, there is a reason you don't have time to organize.
Oh,
right.
Gosh. Yes.
Yeah. Life will change. I mean, it's so weird how they're just like all dependent on you, and then all of a sudden they're not anymore.
I know.
It's a horrible thing.
We are 100% in that very much dependent on me phase. Hey, speaking of, here's one right here. Good night. You going to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good night. Who am I speaking to? All my scrapbook friends. Okay, good night.
Good night, little lady.
Got out of Daddy's watchful eye for a minute.
Snuck away from his grasp.
They did sneak in.
Yep.
They're like, we have to see the mother.
Daniel used to do that when we first started doing chats.
Oh, yes, he
would come over and see what was going on and just say hi.
Who are you speaking to? She says.
I love it.
It's very, very proper. Who may I ask are you conversing with this evening?
Melinda says one of her college girls went on a mission trip to New Orleans. She's going to scrap some of her photos because then she can use that as an excuse to buy the kit.
Perfect.
Yes.
I love it. Anything for an excuse to buy a kit.
Right?
Exactly.
Yep.
All the sales and everything. I just can't help it.
And Julie says she's really loved the New Orleans American Girl novels. She'd love to go back in time and live there, even with the chloria epidemics. I love it. Chloria is not enough to keep me away.
When I think of this is probably really dumb, but when I think of New Orleans, I want to go there because did you ever watch that? Is it still on? I don't know. I used to watch that show called The Originals. It was like a spin-off of Vampire Diaries.
Olivia watches that.
And the whole show is set in New Orleans, and so it always made me want to go to New Orleans because I was like, ooh, vampires, cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to New Orleans.
It is a really cool place. It's very
After I was reading those Suki Stackhouse novels.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, they go to New Orleans. Hey, that sounds like a hoppin' city. Let's go.
Yeah.
So apparently vampires are my reason to want to go as well, Brittany.
Well, I think New Orleans has a lot of vampire like lore, right? So
Oh yeah, lots of voodoo and
yeah.
black magic kind of things. And of course they have fabulous tours, cemetery tours.
Cool.
Can do. That's really neat. Yeah.
I
It's a cool
think I'm
place to
probably
go.
done embellishing and stuff. I am pretty simple when it comes to adding
Alright.
things on.
So is yours done except for journaling then?
Well, I'll probably just fuss with some stuff here and there, but yeah, I mean,
All
I
right.
always put
Hold on a
stuff on
second.
at this point and then take it back off later.
Because
But
we still have another layout to do.
Yep.
I know we're
You
gonna
have the
do
trade-off one.
we're gonna do a collaboration layout like we did last time. I don't know if anyone was here last time that saw us do that, but it was so fun.
It was
All
cool.
right.
I liked it. I
'Cause
was here.
I got it.
I want to see your layout where you're at.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Hold,
Ooh,
please.
Julie's going to Port
Hold,
Orleans.
please.
Is it Port New Orleans?
I think it's just called
at
Port
Disney?
Orleans.
Is it just Port Orleans? See, I've
Yeah.
never been, even though someday I want to go.
Oh,
That's an excuse for my kid
so cute.
Oh,
See, and on the other end of the spectrum, we have all the embellishments. I love it.
Almost all. I love it. I like the beads.
Yes, they really
I
look
was
cute.
so in love with the beads because I had photos of my munchkin with the beads. I was so excited to see them in the kit. Oh, Cheryl's saving now too.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Speaking of saving,
Okay, let me close this and then I need to pop over and yeah, okay. Make sure that's
so who's
there.
starting today?
Oh, are we starting it? Hang on. Are you done?
I wasn't trying to push you, but she closed her thing, so I assumed she was done.
Oh, she's done. Well, hopefully
yeah.
you got a good look at it. It's gone.
All right, cute. Oh my gosh.
Aw.
Oh, these are so cool.
So these are my photos. Cheryl's gonna start. We're really gonna do the timer this time. I'll set my timer. We're really
All right,
gonna do 10 minutes back and forth,
Are we
right?
using this collection or any collection now?
This collection,
Okay.
because this is all from the Mark Twain is all on New Orleans Squared, like it goes all all down it. So
Okay.
me and my littlest were waiting for. I'm starting the timer. You have 10 minutes, and then it's my turn.
Okay.
We were waiting for the big girls, and Daddy were riding Splash Mountain, and so we were waiting, just kind of walking around and exploring, and the Mark Twain went by, and Tiana was right on the Mark Twain, just
Look at that.
waving to everyone. It was so adorable. So you don't have to use all of the Tiana pictures. I know there's a lot of them, but yeah, it was so cute to see her just riding by on the Mark Twain. It was so cute. So
That's so fun.
I felt like that was pretty New Orleans-ish.
All right. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to focus in on her here.
So you know why it's important, right?
Yep. We'll go ahead and delete that. And make that just a little bit bigger. Since I converted it to a smart object, it should be okay. And then let's turn these back on. Look at that. Oh, she's so cute.
She's so cute.
Oh, I can't even with that.
No, Disney Cheryl, I want to go to Disneyland, even if it's just to take pictures for this kit.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I'm in. I need more New Orleans Square pictures for sure.
Yes.
I mean, I have a lot because it's my favorite land, but I was like, man, I need to just take more pictures of all the things I love about New Orleans Square. Oh, see, you're so good at this. So fun.
It's so funny to like. It's weird to see her scrapping with your photos.
Yes,
Like,
it is
but wait,
weird.
but it's fun to see.
I love it.
Cheryl Leanne wants to know, when you make your templates, are they from layouts you've already done or designs you've yet to use?
That's a
Both.
good question.
Both.
Yeah.
I have a friends and fans group on Facebook, and in the group, we vote on what layout they want converted into a template for the next month's free thing. So
Know that.
yes, so I'll pop over and
I was gonna say, let's have a link to that group.
yeah.
What? You want a link to her group?
Yeah, if you could do the link, that would be great. And I'm just going to show them. I'm going to pull this over and show them.
Fans and friends, right?
Yes.
Do.
Right now I have 3 polls open. They're open until the 8th. And
I didn't realize at the top it tells you that it's learning content.
yeah. So there's between this one and this one.
Awesome.
And right now the advice from my cat is winning.
Oh, I like advice
The
from my
triangles
cat.
on that one. Oh, so cute.
And then this one and other Disney page. And Note to Self is winning on that one. And then on Saturdays we wear pajamas, and craftiness is happiness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Rochelle, my friend Rochelle.
Yeah.
That's adorable. How fun. And so then do you never make the ones that don't get voted? Like I'm like, can you vote for both? Like all those ones that didn't get voted are still amazing. Like they would still make amazing templates.
So sometimes they get made into actual template packs.
Like for packs. Okay.
Or I put them back in voting again and see if one ever comes back up.
Cool.
Okay. Sorry,
No, you're fine. And now I'm voting.
Yeah.
And now you're voting.
Now I'm voting. Because I really, really love the advice to a cat one. So I'm like, let me go vote.
Okay, I like that one. What does that say?
Julie's going to Disneyland for the first time ever this fall, and she's excited to see New Orleans Square.
It is really a great one. I love that place. Oh.
I have the randomest photo from there, and it's the bathroom. Like
it's like
when you're
over by the
standing
train
outside, 'cause it
station.
has- Wait,
Huh?
is it the train station one?
Well, there's
It
a train
has the-
station in New Orleans Square, like right by it.
Yeah. And it's got the like little sign for it that's like bells.
Yep.
I was like,
Bells
oh, I
and
like that
something
sign.
else.
Yeah, I can't remember what the gentleman's is.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I can't remember either. I should remember it, but I can't remember.
Being a lady. They did not have a Rapunzel bathroom in Disney World when I went.
Oh, it's so cute.
And now they're telling Julie from Canada says she wants to go to Disneyland, but it's a long flight for us. She's like, I have to find a few more things to do in California. So everybody's telling her all the things you can do. The beach, Knott's Berry Farm, La Brea Tar Pits.
I mean, I would just spend a whole bunch of days at Disneyland, but that's just me.
Yeah. Spend a bunch of days at Disneyland. Go walk around Hollywood just to say you did. go find an actor's handprints,
Mhm.
take a picture of those. What is with this berry farm? What is with the berry farm is it's neither a farm, but it does have some berries.
Well, it's a theme park. I've never
Yeah.
been before, but my friend just went, and she's been a lot. She's local and has convinced me. I feel like I have to go now because it just looks fun.
I went once, and it's been a lot of years. But the day that we went, my husband and I got lucky because it was slightly rainy, which meant at that time in California, everybody else ran away. And so we like walked around the park and we rode all the roller coasters in half a day, and we were like, okay, now what? There's nothing else to do. Okay. And so we went back to Disneyland.
Fun.
We were like, we rode all the big roller coasters and now we're done.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to take our girls and go. It's fun to have like those little side trips because I mean, this is going to sound a little blasphemous, but we were just my husband and I were talking, and we're like, if we never take our girls anywhere but Disneyland, then they like literally never go anywhere but Disneyland. And it's good for us to try and like branch out and try other things and see other places. So. It's good for them. So like I was just telling the ladies before we started the meeting, when we went out for Josh's grandma's 100th birthday, we decided we were going to go to Legoland, and we tried Legoland, and it was adorable and fun. I mean, it's no Disneyland, but it was super fun. So yeah. I think we're going to try when we just need a short trip and we don't want to go like full bore Disneyland. I think we'll try Knott's Berry Farm. It looks really cute.
It was cute. I mean, I didn't have kids at the time, so we didn't have any kids there to see what the kids was like. And the roller coasters were fun, but
yeah,
I was like, honestly, we spent half a day and we were done, but that was because we had no lines, so we walked onto everything we wanted.
Yeah, I don't plan on being there more than a day, but
so
I'm just not jiving with the papers. I don't know. Something's not getting me.
You could trade off and make Britt do the papers.
Let's see. You have 55 seconds.
Dun, 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 dun,
but you know me, I'll just make it white if you give it to me. So don't ask me to do the papers, or else it's just gonna be white. All my backgrounds are white. I never have a paper. Well, that's not true. I rarely have a paper background. But last time we used that pretty ombre, and it was super cute and
fun. Okay, we'll just see.
Julie liked the striped paper. She says, be careful because they tried a different theme park in Montreal after Disney, and her kids were very underwhelmed.
Yeah. We set the expectations. They're really little, so they think everything's great. You know what I mean? Like they're not picky yet. So
yeah. Well, and Legoland, your girls are like the perfect age for that.
Perfect age. I mean, I know. Oh, that's time.
Okay.
So yeah. It's definitely a little kid park.
Yeah, we took my son at 8, and I said I wouldn't take anybody older. My friend took her son at 9, and he was okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
I would say
I really wouldn't go.
Yeah. So Scarlett's 8. She just turned 8. I think she'd be great for another year or two. She's very young for her. Like she's the oldest, so she's still kind of in the younger kid stuff that my little ones are 2. Where Phoenix is only 2. And she couldn't ride a lot of the stuff, so it's like right in between those ages is perfect. So.
Yeah. See, my problem is my son is really tall, and so he was at like the height mark for some of them to almost be too tall to ride some of the rides.
Yep.
So I'm like, I don't know that I'd take him, and he doesn't have. I think it's also the sibling thing. Like when you have younger siblings, you can still kind of enjoy it more because you're with your siblings.
Yep.
So. When you're the only child, you're like, okay, now what?
I forgot what I was doing. I was listening to our conversation. Okay, so I'm going to wait for this to update, and then we'll...
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's not a matter of not liking it. Like, I thought it was fascinating to see all of the Legos, Cheryl. Like, I really did enjoy seeing the Legos, and they had the Star Wars universe created in Legos and all that stuff. It was awesome. The problem is a lot of the rides are scaled really young.
Yes. I agree.
And
When's the last time you went? There's 2 new rides that have been opened recently that are super fun.
I went, was it last year or a year?
Did
It
you
was
ride the
between last
Ninja?
year and 18 months. Ninjago was open when I went.
Yeah, that was super fun, I thought.
That one was fun, absolutely.
Yeah, and then the underwater like submarine one is super fun. That's new, I think, as of last summer.
Yeah, that one wasn't open when I went.
Yeah, that was fun too. Like it's like the subs at Disneyland, except for you're kind of on a treasure hunt. You like look for treasure as you go around, and when you see it, you tap these little treasure things on your like screen. It's really fun. It was fun.
That's
And
cool.
there's real like sharks and real stingrays and manta rays and all kinds of stuff in the water as you're going through. So it's like part aquarium, part theme park ride, part treasure hunt. It was fun.
Did you go into their little aquarium?
No, we didn't have time. The hours were so short. Like it opened at 10, but we were staying on property, so we got in at 9:30. And then it closed at 5. So the day was just really short. Like we didn't get everything done. We just had one day to spend there on this trip. And so yeah, we didn't get to go into the aquarium. I think next time we'll go and we'll plan for more days and maybe try the aquarium. And they also have a water park that we thought might be fun to try.
Have
So
you been to the aquarium in Draper?
in Utah?
Yes.
Yes.
I
I
found
live
it,
like 10 minutes from that aquarium.
yeah, I found it to be not as good as that one.
Oh. Oh, that's not good.
We
I mean,
only
it's
went because
fine.
we
The
got
one in
some
Draper is
friends that
fine.
went.
It's
Oh
not
no,
great.
yeah, yeah.
It's not like world class or anything, but
No, I mean, but it's a pretty decent aquarium, and
yeah.
I've been to that one a lot. We actually had passes when they first opened, and we were very unimpressed with the Legoland one. Even
Oh,
my
good. Well,
kid
then I'm
went.
glad we didn't worry about it. That makes me feel better. Okay, no, we're going here. I'm gonna set my timer now that we've got it open.
Yeah, don't ask for it any more questions.
I know. I was
Sorry.
totally not focused. You're like, hello.
It's so
Pay
hard to
attention.
scrap and talk. I mean, it's one thing when you're just talking, but when you're trying to answer a question coherently, you're like,
Well,
I have to stop what I'm doing.
and I was waiting. I kept waiting for this little thumbnail to update, but it didn't. And I was like, I'm just gonna try it.
See, and I figured while we were waiting, we'd be amusing.
And it was
Apparently,
great.
we were not very amusing.
No, they're
was
discussing
very
fireworks and World of Color and doing what they're gonna do. Kim said she's gonna skip the fireworks because she wants to do Phantasmic.
Well, depending on what time you see Phantasmic, you can see
You can do
both. Like,
both.
yeah.
Yeah. You just have to check and see when things are.
Because, well, and a lot of times while you're seated for Phantasmic, you can stay there and see the fireworks. Depending on what time you go.
Michelle, I haven't been to Canada's Wonderland in so long. But that's
I
funny.
love Canada's Wonderland. I've been there. My husband and I went on our first anniversary when we went to Canada for our anniversary trip because my husband, he was there. He served a mission there, and it was awesome. I loved
Where
it.
did he serve a mission?
In Toronto. Well, not in Toronto, in Ontario, like kind of in like the suburbs and stuff. But
Well, because
yeah.
I grew up there. Well, I didn't grow up there, but I consider that where I grew up.
Oh, Ontario, I mean.
Yeah, Ontario.
Okay. Yeah, he was in like Bracebridge and I don't know all the places, but we went all around there on our trip when we were. I cannot talk and do this, you guys. This is hard.
No, you're fine.
I think I struggled with this last time too.
It's hard.
It's fine when I'm doing like in my comfort zone in my pocket style, but when I'm trying to do this other style, I'm like,
all right, yeah. Well, I think I left you with a miss, so please.
I'm a little feeling a little wonky here.
It's not working for me. Shall I take it back and get
No,
another?
I'm just gonna fiddle with it if you don't mind. That's the thing is I didn't know if you like loved it, and I'm like, okay.
No, I don't. I don't love it.
Okay, let's keep working with it then. What if, let's try this here. I have an idea. I'm gonna hide these little arrows. I like them, but I'm gonna hide them for just a second.
Do you know what? I think this is what we all need, is that moments when we get totally stuck on what we're doing. We just need a friend that we can pass it off to and say, okay, can you fix this for us?
Yeah.
Okay, this is
We
where
need
I'm
a
stuck.
reset. I'm telling you what, this is the answer. We need a reset. I'm gonna
Fix
slide
it
this
for
away.
me.
Ooh, Kim's got reservations for the new. Oh, see, you're going to the Galaxy's Edge. You are squeezing a lot in.
You are going to Galaxy's Edge? Who is? Wait, what?
Kim. The one who's debating on the fireworks.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
She has
good
a
grief.
4-hour reservation. Yeah, I want to go, but I don't want to go right now.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
insane.
We're not worrying about Galaxy's Edge in our family for like a year, so.
Yeah.
I love Disney so much, but sometimes I can't with the crowds and stuff. I just accidentally opened Word. Sorry,
I
guys.
homeschool, so that makes it easier. I can go in off season.
Well, that's good.
We just have to look and see which rides are going to be open that we're okay or not okay with.
Yep.
Oh, Michelle, you're missing it
That's a
opening
deal
by
breaker.
5 days.
Well, that's probably a good thing, unless you're like dead set on seeing it. I mean, right?
Yeah, well, her husband's sad. They're going to miss the ones at WDW.
Shoot. Well, he'll be there forever, so
I don't
time.
know that I would do Disney World at Christmas week. I am not a crowd person.
Yeah, you have to just really be prepared for it.
That's true. If you're ready and you expect it, it might not be too bad.
Yeah, like you just have to be ready for madness. Are we liking it any better?
Stalk the park for fall soft
I
opening.
am.
There probably will be some. Oh, that's cool. I just looked over and saw, I'm like watching the chat and I just looked over and saw that you changed it to the lighter opacity. That looks awesome.
I think it's working.
Stick your cute daughter in her Ray or Ewok costume. Maybe they'll let you in. Oh, Disney is forever crowded, but there are weeks that are not as bad as other weeks.
I agree. It's not as good as it used to be. Like the quote unquote off season is not quite as off as it used to be, but it's not impossible to find a better time than others.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, that there's better times.
Yeah, I don't think there's any time. It used to be a time where it's like, okay, it's totally empty. Oh, hello. You know, things are calm. It's not really like that anymore. But it's not impossible to find like a bet. Like there is an off season. It's just not as good as it used to be. Let's say that.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh boy. This is so out of my normal comfort zone, but it's fun to stretch. It's a fun stretch.
You're
like,
you're trying to convince yourself, aren't you?
I am.
It's
I like
fun
it
to
though.
stretch like this.
I'm talking myself into it. I'm struggling to place a flower.
I don't know. I mean, I like it better now, but there's still something wrong with it. I don't know.
I know. We're working on it. Here, I'm going to try just taking those off for a sec.
Early October, in which one, Bev? Because it can depend. Disney World. Yeah, I want to take my son next year. This year my brother's getting married, so we're doing a Canada trip. But next year I want to take my kid to World. We took him to Land once.
I'm going to do something weird. Bear with me. I just want some more sky up here. So we're going to try.
We're going to try this.
Just going to see what happens. I have to, let's see.
Like trying to figure out what you're cutting out.
I'm not cutting anything out. I'm just trying to stretch this little slice of sky up so you can have some more sky. I'm cheating with my photo here. There we go. I think that's going to work because we're just going to blend it anyway, so it's not like it has to.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Right. I mean, it still looks pretty good even if it's not. Yeah, it's better.
Now all the Canadians are like, wait, are you coming near me? Yes. Okay, Christy wants to know, how did you do that?
What I just did? All I did was I had a tiny, I'm pointing at my screen like you can see my finger. I'm going to use my mouse instead of my finger. So I just had that tiny little bit of sky. So I just selected it and I stretched it up because all it was is solid color. But I knew if I used a brush, it wouldn't work because part of the, here, let's unblend it. Part of it was darker over here, lighter over here. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. So you can kind of see it's pixelated right here from what I just did, but I figure since I'm blending it, it's okay. Like it doesn't look great if you really zoom in on it. See how that's not looking super great?
But you're also at like 250%.
Right, and I'm blending it anyway. So here's it blended, and you definitely can't see that. I mean, it looks perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So I just wanted a little extra sky, so I just blended it out. I mean, stretched it out.
Blended it out, stretched it out.
You know. There's just a lot of people up here. I mean, I love this. I love the Mark Twain, but look at all these randos. But I also love that it says Mark Twain up here. So I'm trying to decide what I want to cover and what I don't.
Which blend mode did you use?
Soft light.
That's what I thought I saw, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Sometimes I'll try overlay or soft light. It just depends on the look you want. Overlay was a little too bright. So, oh, my time's up. That was fast. I didn't do anything. We're struggling. Struggling on this one. Okay, I'm going to save it. I'm passing this hot mess back to you. It is absolutely a hot mess right now, but it's getting better.
Yes.
Hopefully watching and giving maybe some ideas.
Okay, before you run, Michelle, I am going to hand out the freebie since our hot mess has taken a few minutes.
It's not flying together.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So there is a freebie from Britt, and it's those cute words, and it includes that bonus word of delish if you saw it. And the link for you is in the chat room.
Did you start over while I was working? I saw that. You are funny.
I did. I think I like it better.
Hey, go with it. Let's do it.
All right. Because I liked your idea of the blending.
Okay. We're throwing ours out. You just have to resave this one to Dropbox.
Yeah. And
everybody says thank you, Britt.
You're welcome.
So what I did was I just used a brush, like a little watercolor brush, and then those randos, I left them kind of painty and then came back in through here and left her a little darker.
Love
so
it.
Let's try another piece of paper now.
I love it.
I was so stinking stuck. That was terrible.
Yeah.
That was a very, very bad thing.
See, and I struggle to start like that out of just, well, because I'm just so into I'm out of practice when it doesn't come to pocket style, so. But I'm loving this idea. So what, did you use this watercolor brush last time? I think we might have talked about it.
I don't know if I used this particular one, but yeah, I like using them. And I think what I'm gonna do.
Is it yours?
No. It's who is this from? Just Jamie.
Just Jamie. Okay. I think
Just
I have those.
Jamie. watercolor.
I hope so because I think it's been retired. Unless it's a newer one.
Shoot, I hope I do too.
All right. Let's see. Do you know what that one's called, Cheryl?
Yes, hold on. Just Jamie brush strokes.
All right. It doesn't have a number.
No.
Okay.
Let's see.
No worries. Those are all mommy-ishes anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me see if I can find that.
Brush
But
strokes 1 through 34. I mean, I'd have to go looking for it. I can do that later. But gosh, any of her watercolor brushes are, I really
yes,
like them. Yeah.
that is absolutely true.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
reduce
the
that
sale is still
opacity.
going, right, at the lily pad, so
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
hurry and snag them. Let's see.
Soft light. Nope.
Some of the brushes are just Photoshop. Some of them have PNGs, but it always specifies.
Yeah.
Like I can see on, this is actually by Mommy-ish, this isn't Jamie's, but it says in ABR, which would be the brush format for PSC and PNGs. So it just depends on the brush set. A lot of them do have both, but there are some that do have just one. So just double check before you buy. And if you can't tell, you can always ask and somebody will pop in and let you know. Because we're good like that.
We are.
We
Very
are.
good.
We want you to be happy with purchases.
Okay, this is feeling better. Thank God. That was bad. It's very, very bad.
Aw, somebody said you are good like that. We try. Let's see. Yeah, I think the ones that you are using exactly, I'm pretty sure that she retired.
Yeah.
But there is one called Watercolor Splats. She's got watercolor styles.
So, is this New Orleans Square? Is that what they call it?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's on the rivers of America, but I would consider like well, I guess technically we took these pictures on the way to Critter Country, but I don't care. To me, it's New Orleans Square.
Okay.
So yes, use that card because I think it's appropriate. To me, it was New Orleans.
I would color it. I'd be good with that.
It was so cute. She was just waving at us, and Phoenix was just waving at her. I wish I had a video of it, but I don't. I was all by myself, and it was all happening so fast.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I whipped my camera out and got these.
What's happening too fast?
Yes, the focus is definitely New Orleans because of the Mark Twain and Tiana.
All right, so Sherry wants a go-to kit because she needs one more kit.
Like a Project Mouse go-to?
I don't know. She just said any kit, all kinds. Colorful is always fun.
Did she get the the Project Mouse vibes? That's kind of my go-to new favorite.
The fun black and white one, right?
Yep, with the bright kind of neons. It's very, vibes is my favorite. And then
Vibes is a good one.
I always end up using Project Mouse #2, which is just like the basics, but #2. Paradise is a really good one for Disney and the beach and summer. Classic, is another favorite of mine as well. But yeah, vibes and basics #2 are kind of my go-to at the moment. And you know what is funny is I use my Main Street kit a lot. Like I just love the colors in it. I use Main Street a lot. But it just depends. Depends on what you wanna
Depends
scrap.
on what you're scrapping.
Yeah.
I do like Vibes. It is a nice black and white. It feels like it has the things to fill in if you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
So
It's real different. I feel like it was a kind of a different direction for us.
mm-hmm.
But I like it.
But it's a nice one. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, I love
use
it.
Main Street a lot.
It's more my style, and I think more Krista's style than a lot of things we've done recent. Like, not everything's our style. We don't ever do anything that we don't love and that is not our style, but it's very representative of like both what we really love. I think Vibes is.
Or any of the
'Cause it's
world kits.
simple. Oh yeah, the worlds are good too. Yeah, artsy and enamels. Yeah, I wish every kit had them too. We're working our way through. We love the
I agree with
artsies and enamels. I mean, we did those for like a full year. We just couldn't stop making them. So
Like,
I-
we
yeah.
can't stop. I
They're some of my
know.
favorite parts.
artsy is a really, really good go-to
Artsy is nice.
for
That's
any of
a
them.
classic one.
Artsy number 1, artsy number 2, and then any of the kit. Like if you have a kit and you don't have the artsy and pins, it's a good addition.
Yep.
To kind of make you remember how much you love that kit.
Yep. The New Orleans little alligator crocodile. I adore that little pin. It made me so happy to see it.
I like it too. The problem with making all those cute pins is that every time I make them, I wish they were real. Like I sit and stare at them and I'm like, oh, I wish you were a real pin. I want to wear you around.
I want to
Like
wear
the New
you.
Orleans pin,
So
the New
should we
Orleans
put
square
this in
pin.
there?
Yes. Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
He's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to
the
get to the
frog.
free with purchase, Sherry? Or just shopping for fun?
Yep. Smart.
Yep. I thought that might be the case.
Krista made our little frog for this kit, and I just love it. It's so cute. She doesn't usually do our little creatures, and she just whipped that out, and I was like, oh my God. It was one of the first things she did for this kit, and I was in love with it immediately.
He's super cute.
Mm-hmm. I forgot to set the timer. I have no idea. I have no idea what time we switched.
I don't know. Do you know?
I told you I was going to be so good at it this time, and I totally forgot.
Probably time because I think it was about 5 after 7. So
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's already 9:17. We're gonna have to stop.
Oh.
My family's gonna be in revolt. Like, we want back on the webs. Okay.
Oh, I love it. It turned out it's all working out now.
Yes, it was not right though. Well, it wasn't right.
Nope.
Just me.
And that happens. It happens all the time. I know we've been joking about it, but like truly a reset just fixes everything. Sometimes you just have to restart.
You do.
And that's what's great about digital is that you can just be like, okay, enough, and we're starting over. And you didn't use up any of your goodies.
Yeah. You just throw it all out the door and go, I'm good. Start again. Nothing wasted.
See.
You know, I probably like this so much is because it has a white background.
Yes.
I mean, it's not exactly white, but
it's close. It's close.
It's so cute.
Go finish your shopping. Enjoy. Thanks everybody for coming.
Make sure you get your gifty for coming tonight. Sorry if you can all hear my texts coming through. I literally don't know how to turn it off. I think it is off, so I don't know why it's making noises.
You're like, I don't know. I'm lost.
Computer, you are confusing me.
Okay. Getting close here. It's getting closer now. Yep, just a few more flowers. It'll be good.
Bye, Monica. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Monica.
Joan, Aussie girl.
Yep. Yeah, now you know it happens to us too, right?
Yep.
I agree, Melinda. I loved that pin exchange. I don't even know if I used all the pins I got, but it was just so fun to do them. I loved that. Mommy-ish pin exchange.
Good night.
Then I need a black flower, and then we're gonna call it.
So in other words, Britt, you don't get a turn.
That's fine. I love it.
Well, she'll have to do the journaling and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll
Do you want me
some
to do the
finishing
shadows before I send it back to you?
Sure. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
The Shadow Master offers her services. You say yes.
True.
Okay.
Thank
We have
you
a
for
lot of
coming,
people in
Dan.
here tonight.
Yeah. I think there was up to like 43 or something.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah.
I got busy.
Cheryl
I forgot to
basically
kind of
just
let.
cast a magic spell and shadows appear. It's
Yeah.
black magic.
Voodoo.
Oh, I like that. Oh, and Cheryl, I know you were worried. My team
Uh-huh.
won. It's okay.
Oh, were they?
Hockey team. Remember, I told you I'd have to have
Yeah.
the game on while I was doing this. They won, so we're good.
It's all good.
Oh.
Ah,
Bye,
I'm gonna tell
Cheryl.
them tonight. You're freaking me out.
Sorry.
I'm like, are you going really? Are you going really?
I could go eat dinner.
I could go eat dinner too. Not eating. Okay.
What do you
All
mean
right,
by
I'm
is there a
calling it.
word art pack? There is a link for the freebie shared above. Are you referring to something different?
In this collection, there's not a separate word pack. We just did the 3 packs. So in this collection, there's just papers, and then cards, and then the elements includes word art as well. Oh, yeah, the freebie is up above for tonight, for people who came tonight. So scroll up in the chat, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's like posted 2 or 3 times up there.
Okay, I'm gonna call it.
Sounds good.
I want to do this again.
I know.
This is
Kristen
so
and I
much fun.
said every time we have a new collection, we want to do this with you. It's going to be our new
Yes.
tradition because we had so much fun over our faniversary. And Krista was so bummed she couldn't come. She was like, I will be there in spirit because she's also traveling. I just barely got back late last night.
Oh, man.
So she's still traveling. So she's like, I will not miss the next one.
Well, I am going to finish up here. I'm going to save this as PM Orleans 2. All right. So thank you all for coming, and we will see you on the flippity flip.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Britt.
That was fun. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye.